Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the Open Great League, and let's see what team we're going to be trying out. We're going to be using the Spiritomb paired with double poison type, so Shadow, Tentacruel, and the Toxapex. We are going to stay in. This is probably going to be our best matchup here. We are dealing a lot of neutral damage, and just like that, we have got the Sand Splash out of the way. There is the Azu, and Morpeko coming in a little bit late is actually going to help us win this game. We shield the Aura Wheel, and all we do is just go for these acid sprays, even though it's not a super great move, but you can see Morpeko just doesn't have enough bulk to get through at least the one shield scenario, and that allows our Toxapex to farm down. And we all know Toxapex versus Azu is just night. All right, that was interesting lineup there. So it's pretty simple. It's going to be Spiritomb paired with the poison to scare away the potential fairies. Spiritomb is an interesting pick given that it does know the Rock Tomb. Doesn't get to it as fast as the other Rock Tomb users, but it is going to fight back on most things because of its charge moves. And now we see the Talonflame come in. The Marowak comes in a little bit late, so it allows us to farm up to the Scold, but we actually throw the bait. And here we are going to have to throw another acid spray. And we do end up grabbing both shields, so that's pretty ideal. We are actually going to go into the Toxapex here. We are looking to tank the first move and then get to this brine. If we can get to this brine, we'll be in great shape. Let's see what our opponent ends up doing. Unfortunately, they do get to another Bone Club, and down goes our team. Talonflame one away from the move, and down goes the Spiritomb. So GG's to our opponent. Maybe we could have just gone with the Spiritomb there. Try to either get to the next engine, get to the Rock Tomb, but that Meryl had so much energy. Unfortunately, not a great matchup. All right, as in the lead, we swap into the Tentacruel. We get met with a Bastiodon. This is going to be interesting. Even though Bastiodon is a tank, you can see the next Scold does threaten KO. So this potentially could get a shield or a KO. Okay, they decide to shield it and they get the debuff. Unable to get to another Scold. And now we have to go in with the Spiritomb. Spiritomb looking to take out this Bastiodon. Okay, they actually swap out, and now we have the Azu right onto our Toxapex, and they're running Hydro Pump, so we're looking to just get a lot of energy. We're almost at 100. We're gonna go and throw this resistant brine so that we can farm extra here. We're gonna have to tank another move. That's fine. Another Hydro gets used, and we're almost back at 100 energy. Not quite, but hopefully we throw enough brines that this Bastiodon will end up either getting KO'd or they use their shield. Let's see what they end up trying. They let it go, and now we see the we see the Talonflame. Talonflame looking to incinerate down, I guess. Nope, we're not going to allow that to happen. We go into the Spiritomb. They have the Flame Charge version, and because they have no shields, we are going to be able to get to this Rock Tomb easily, taking out the Talon. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game, basically breaking down shields, and the Toxapex was able to get matched up correctly and just get a ton of energy advantage. Ooh, the most the worst lead we could see. But luckily we have two answers. We're going to go into the Scold here. Our opponent does elect to let it go. No debuff. 50-50 call here. We shield or not. We decide to let it go. Ends up being the Thunderbolt. So We have no choice but to go in here with our Spiritomb. We do get a nice farm down, which allows us to almost reach this Rock Tomb. We tank one charm, and we end up grabbing a shield. And look at that. Unfortunately, a Mud Slapper in the back. Not ideal. We're going to have to try our best to reset the switch timer. That's the only path to victory now. We have to double shield, use up a lot of the time, potentially switch out, and hope that we can get a move with our Spiritomb. We swap out. They actually swap out almost simultaneously. Basically takes us out, and this gives us the opportunity to farm down. We're not at the move. We're one away, and now we need this Brine to KO. Will it be enough? Yes. GG's to our opponent. Able to come back from an awful lead, and once again, Toxapex surprisingly coming in clutch as a closer, believe it or not. This is as good as it's gonna get. We definitely don't want to see this Mud Slapper in the back. We are taking a lot of fast move damage, but once again, we're just gonna have to stay in here. So we are gonna build up a good amount of energy. We're gonna bait with the Rock Tomb. We do get the shield. This is a debuffed Bone Club, but we cannot afford to let this go down. Unable to get the farm down, so we're just going to use this next Rock Tomb to take it out. And now we have at least a small chance to win, given that the worst case scenario is out of the way. Crunch is used here, and we see a Corviknight running the sand attack. So this is also not great because they're going to be able to apply a good amount of fast move pressure. We force the Ironhead. Toxapex has to do a lot of work here. We have to get through a shield. We have to get to two healthy Pokemon. This, we're going to have to just tank. Sky Attack is used here, and at this point, we got to try to get this last shield somehow. Brine, they know it doesn't quite KO, and now we have this Drapion, and it is hiding behind the shield. So I don't see how this is going to be in our favor. We fire off the Brine. This wouldn't even KO, but they decided to use the shield. We're going to try to catch a move. Unable to, and they were aware of that catch try. So down goes our team. Unfortunate, but interesting team to use. Check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.